Okay, hello everybody, we have another game here. Humans versus Chaos Dwarfs. And starting position, I really see why you wouldn't give yourself all the blocks here. Get that frenzy block and don't be too scared if the ogre is bonehead, you still want to be able to block that dwarf and you can still reasonably screen for a blitz, so I think you can get those hits in. That's fine, you still get all the blocks down, but as you can see you do not have really a blitz. It's fine. So he decides to not go in contact, and that's perfect for humans, right? You just wait. You have all the time in the world. You have movement 7, 8, 6. He has movement 4, 5, and a little bit of 6. And while it looks a bit juicy to, you know, hit those players, I think the right play here is just to hang tight, see if you can blitz. You can just try to blitz the bull centaur with the ogre. 1, 2, 3. Move this guy 1, 2, 3. Blitz for 5. Just go back. Make sure that your guard, at least one guarder, is back. So when he decides to go all in and put you, a way that you basically then have one guarder to put in the right position to fight back. What you have to look for, he will blitz a bit next to your ball, so you don't want it to dodge away. So maybe you can double screen here, just 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Just kind of, form a kind of defense in your offense that sometimes works very well. What you do is, you want to get the block on this, but what this does is basically you give up 2 blocks here for just getting 1 armor 7 hit in without mighty blow, right? And I don't know why you move your player all the way over here, but that's not good, right? That makes it very easy for him to pressure you. And that's what he does, right? He gets those 2 blocks. He doesn't even need the power, but he can put the pressure with the strength 4, getting your ogre down. He blitzes with the minnow and some pressure, right? But nothing yet to worry about, right? But just go back, hit this guy, stand up with the ogre. You can go to guard here, block. See if you can get this free, otherwise you don't. That's fine. I don't know what this guy's doing down here. It's not really helping. You think you can really help here, but it's not the goal. If you move up next turn, you can either score in 4 turns, which is not what you want to do, or you cannot score, basically. So, yeah, that's not. Just keep those, keep patience. Stay in the middle of it. Keep the patience. Wait for some positional mistake, and then you turn 4 or 5. You can still make those plays over the side. But by then, maybe some of his dwarfs are on the one side and the other side, and the minnow might have to blitz a stupid target to actually get back into the game. So be patient. So here I would just stand up, block here with, well, that's a frenzy, I guess. So then first you go the garter here, you block here. You can then try the frenzy block. Move back in the middle here somewhere the cage. If this guy would still be here, you could basically go clean, or at least block this guy here, get something going. Yeah, and then you decide to hit that minotaur here. Problem is, right, even if you get him down, you commit so much. I mean, I guess 3, 4, 5, 6, go. You could go here, and with him you could go here, but then you can dodge away. Okay, but I think even if you make it, right, there's so many players open here, you're not going to be able to stall more than one turn. That's why you do these kind of things in turn 4. So if this was your turn 5, right, turn 5, he puts pressure. Turn 6, you can still stall. Turn 7, you can score. You're fine, right? But if you do this in turn 2, you move up all the side. Then this is your turn 3 instead of 5, where you make the breakthrough. And even if it works, he still gets pretty good odds for a 4-turn, or at least 3-turn drive to score back. Then it doesn't work. At this point, I guess you're committed. And then you kind of, there's not much other options, right? Here, just move back to the one. Then you see all the pressure. What do you want to do here, right? So there's a guarder here. So there's nothing really you can do. You have to retreat, right? So how do you retreat? I mean, probably this guy is not a problem with frenzy, right? So he's just at the wrong place and he can never really block, right? So you don't really want to blitz with the ogre. So what you probably want to do is actually blitz with your ball carrier, right? So you stand up the ogre, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Then you see if your catcher can dodge away, or maybe your guarder can dodge away first. And if you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get this hit in, and you can even go with your catcher, try to get here, get this hit in, but just move back, right? Yeah, this guy 1, 2, 3, go here, assist on this block, and that would be way better. If the ogre doesn't get up, then even then, right, you just want to go back here, and then probably you want to go with the catcher, or one catcher here, and then he's basically saying this, then blitz here. Maybe you get through. You can clean this up, this mess. You might need a reroll here to recover, but then you're basically back in the center. All the dwarfs are on the side here, which is not too bad. And then you can run through the other side and use the speed of the humans to maneuver around, right? Another alternative here, given the desperate situation, right, would be to basically say, okay, fine, I'm gonna just, dodge here, blitz this guy away, then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go, pass, run for it, right? Because if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you can put this guy here, then you can put the catcher here, and the blitzer, he's in range, can't blitz him. That would be like a more, let's say, if you don't feel too comfortable maneuvering in these situations with humans and you just want to go for it right there, yeah, maybe that's the play, right? You have 3 rerolls, you have turn 4, turn 5 you score, he gets 4 turns, but yeah, that would be a possibility. It would be even more a possibility if you could somehow get this blitz done without dodging away, right? So now here I would not risk this as a first action. It's a bit scary. Yeah, then you do go back. Don't go back all the way here, but you can just take these blocks, which is okay. Let's have a look. It just go there and meet a couple pals are pretty important, right? If you don't get this one with Frenzy here, it's a bit risky here, one dies. But position is safe now, so that's good. And then more carnage, right? So what do you do here, right? So I think here it's now a bit desperation time, so I would actually go here, probably for the one dice and the ogre blitz here. One dice him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Get it out. You can even get the, you can either get then the one dice, but you probably want both of those to dodge away the screen. And then you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dodge away here. So let's see what you did. You did decide to block with the ogre. And then half dice. Ooh. Okay. But I mean, oh, he has wrestling. Yeah, okay, that's fine, I guess. Yeah. So the ogre block would not have worked, then you just block, then you still end up doing this, which is, I guess, fine. So now here, so here to go. So what do you want to do here actually? Right, so I do think what we want to do is actually want to only go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it. Because then you basically close off the side here better. Because if you see what happens now, right? Well, he can. So, wait, so this is a turnover? This is a turnover. If you see those chain pushes, right, you kind of need to dodge with those guys first, just to make sure that he doesn't get the chain push, right? But yeah, stuff happens. So it does very well. He gets the chain push, he gets the guy away, that guy away, gets freeze up. This ball goes wild. Somehow managed to clean on, that's fine. Here. Last turn. So here I thought the right play. You tried to pass, I think, to the end zone or something, but this guy's free, basically, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go for it, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So that's a 3, 4, 5 plus with pass. You can, put him here, so he doesn't get the sure hands, or has to at least blitz him first to get with the sure hands to hand over. Or you can actually just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to cover this up. I guess he can still go with the ball, so there. But probably rather here to not get the interception, and then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you blitz him away, and then you have the 5 plus plus 3 plus catch for the score. And wouldn't have worked at all. It is okay, right? Obviously, double 1 on the go for it. Yeah, luckily he didn't score. You still have 11 players. It's all good, right? He gets one out, and you go a bit back and forth. So here you have a lot of patience, which is good. You put your ogre to good use. Another thing is all fine, right? He has no guard. Not sure why you go blitz if you could just block here, right? What? I just don't know why you follow up with the ogre, because I think then here you get the block, you get the ogre free, he can move around again. Here, probably gets hit from the minnow, and then, you know, just your ogre is basically out of the game for the next 2-3 turns. Let's see. So then you can, you know, you kind of have some in contact, and some are doing an off-contact defense, right? So that's what you don't want to do, right? So either you go for the win, and then you put everything there and say, hey, you know, block me and fail, or you say, hey, I go off contact at all, and then just let him, you know, not move forward. But what you're doing here is the half-half. Now he can just block here, block here, block here, block here, gets all the blocks in, and then you want to do the minnow. What is he doing? I mean, that's a bit stupid, right? So what he should do is just centralize again his position, so we can get through. So here, I mean, honestly, what I usually do is like 1-1-1 if somebody has frenzy, right? So you can do the halfling back here, you move everything one up, so you have like here, 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 and then you can block here, so. And that's exactly what you do, that's perfect. Don't really, what do you want to do with this one dice blitz, right? So you rather want to just, you know, block here and then get another blitz here and just close off the position. It's too risky that you don't get him down and then he gets a free block on the catcher, I think. Okay. So I guess if you have card here, no, because here the other guy needs to be. There's no real way to get to the ball, is there? That's fine, and just, you know, block, 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 block everything away. Alright, here comes the pressure. So here, no, why do you let yourself block here? Why don't you just go here? Because then he's just what he's gonna do, right? He's just gonna blitz him and waste the blitz for the same that he now didn't have to waste the blitz. If he really decides to crowd push you here by blocking you down and then blitzing, right? That's fine, because his turn 6 and you can't move his ball carrier. You can do a 2-2-2 defense and he'll not gonna get through, right? But now he kinda has a blitz to open up position and get through, right? And now it gets really difficult to stop that. But even now, right, what you do, you want to blitz the far corner of the cage if possible, right? So you can block him, you can get one guy here, and then blitz here, because, you know, he'll have to commit to the blocks and so on. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, problem is, right, this is only his turn 6, and as you can see, he has it relatively easy to get down there. I mean, no idea why he doesn't put a guy here. I think here is the time where you need to pressure the catcher, right? So you put the first catcher here, you put the second catcher here, you blitz this guy, get next to the ball carrier. So he needs to waste his blitz on the guy next to the ball. Then he can kind of screen off here. So if you have this guy, right, who did the assist, You have the guy next to the ball, then you need one guy here and one guy here, and then you cannot advance because he is basically he needs to blitz the guy next to the ball carrier, right? Then he's still here next turn, turn 7, and then he gets a lot harder to get through. Alright, and then here, I mean, obviously your turn 7 is desperation time, right? So he has guard here, so not much you can do. But yeah, I mean, even then, probably the best shot is, because the problem is we can't close off 2-2-2, right? You don't have enough players. So what can you do? You can do a half dice on the ball, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go, that's not working. So I guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go. And, you know, then he needs to pick up with this guy. Maybe you can, maybe he fails. Maybe get both down or something. Probably not worth, well, if you have one reroll, probably not worth to go and tag him first because they can just blitz him off. But yeah, just go 1, 3 plus 3 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go, half dice. That's the best shot because whatever you do here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he doesn't even have to roll any dice, right? Yeah. Alright. Then, okay. Of course, if you have your halfling not on the line, it means you have to throw one further, right? He only has movement 5, so probably wanted to put him on the line. Yeah, so what happened here? The troll was stupid troll, ogre. But yeah, alright. Well, you know, definitely key takeaways, you know, be patient, don't overcommit to one side too early, especially with humans where you have the speed to do that later, right? Go a bit to the left, go a bit to the right, try to deny blocks, because if you go into a blocking war against Chaos Dwarfs, you're going to lose, right? If he's willing to play off contact, an off contact half, you have all the, you're happy, you're good with that, right? You're fine, because eventually you can always get through on one side by preparing one turn and then committing the 2 or 3 rerolls in the next 2 turns, and you should be able to get through with the catcher and the blitzers. So be patient, stay in the middle, and when a bit of time has passed, then you can do the sideline and then commit to a side. Alright, that's it. Good night and good game.